It is the Riot on RadioU. I would say joining us from Disciple, but that's a lie.
Well, it's not just Disciple anymore. He's got more stuff now.
This guy's too busy to be nailed down to one band. We're talking to Josiah, who is in Disciple, but he's also in a brand new band called All Right Years.
Yep, that just started on RadioU. If you've heard the song Something I Can Dance To, that's him.
Good morning, sir.
Indeed. Good morning. Happy Thursday.
Yay!
Yeah.
Good morning.
So, Josiah, where are you right now? I see a Disciple road case hanging in the backdrop there. Where are you?
Yeah, guilty. Wait, other side. I'm at my house, my home studio in Nashville, and just been posted up here for a while because we haven't been touring. So it is what it is. But here I am, and still had a lot of stuff keeping me busy. Obviously, a new band now, so. I figured, national crisis, what better time to start a new band and launch that.
So you're still going to do both. It's not like that's it for Disciple for you, but did All Right Years start at like the beginning of COVID stuff? Did you just have extra time and want to do something else, or how did it come about?
It actually kind of just was a coincidence in that respect. We did it at the end of last year. So there's a company called Soundstripe here in town, and I don't know if y'all remember a guy named Micah Sannon who used to be in Disciple with me. He was the backflip guy, as a lot of people knew him.
Oh yeah,
sure. He was in the band for a long time, but he started this company here after he left Disciple. And they're basically a company that provides royalty-free music custom royalty-free music for filmmakers and YouTubers and people who do video. And they accumulate all this music from composers and artists. And so they had approached me about doing a record in kind of whatever style I wanted. And as you know, I used to be in a pop punk band called Philmont back in the day. And so it's been a while since I've scratched that itch as far as my musical tastes go. So I saw it as a cool opportunity to kind of go back to that part of my life. But so just kind of put it together, and my buddy Dane, who is in Loyals and is an incredible singer, one of my favorite singers, I was like, man, he would be great to have on this. So we just kind of put it together and tracked it at the end of last year, and it came out exclusively on Soundstripe in February, and then just had the full streaming release last month. So yeah.
Okay. I hear a lot of people talking about doing exactly that, like making music
that's royalty
for royalty-free stuff. And as someone that does some video production on the side, I know that when you're searching for music, that's not easy to come by.
It helps to find some actual good quality stuff. You can find other stuff, but it doesn't mean it'll be good.
Exactly. Yeah, that's kind of the whole premise of the company, and they do a great job of just getting all sorts of composers to turn in monthly tracks, and then they do these kind of one-off albums like the All Right Years album, where it's just kind of filling a certain genre niche, and so people who like the songs have already been used in like a skateboarding video and like stuff like that. So it's just kind of that high energy throwback feel that is being served now.
Yay! Well, this is Josiah from Disciple, and then now he's in All Right Years, which we've been talking about for this project, with Dane from Loyals and the song Something I Can Dance To.
So do you find yourself, did you approach, knowing that it was going to go to this other company first before you released it, did you approach it any differently than you would have if you were just making an album?
The whole approach was very different because with it being just a brand new thing and no kind of nothing no standard to hold myself to. It was just kind of all fresh. So kind of went in and just tried to be very efficient and not overthink or second guess. We wanted it to just be fun and high energy music. And so we really just tried to work fast and not sit there and stew over little nitpicky things. It's just like, let's just write fun chord progressions, fun lyrics, and track it and just kind of capture the moment. Whereas with a Disciple record or something that has a lot more, kind of time attached to it, there's always a lot more just context to think about. And the approach is a lot just more, thorough, I guess you could say. So it was very fun in that way to just kind of go in and we would just knock out like a song a day from beginning to end. And it was just really refreshing in that way.
Well, for the new song, at least we're playing on RadioU, that's totally it. That's totally what I loved about it, because it's just really fun and just, a great song to listen to. And so you did a good job. It came through.
Well, thank you. Yeah, that's kind of the whole premise of the album to me is like it's the tribute to the music that I loved in the early 2000s and that kind of era of pop punk and pop rock and kind of when it was in that heyday and when Philmont, like I said, my first band was kind of chasing that. So it's kind of a tribute to that. And this song, Something I Can Dance To, is also lyrically kind of tied to that. It's kind of that grab your iPod from 2007 is one of the lyrics. So it's kind of that idea.
So what do you do now with this band that you created to make this album? Do you guys make another album? Like, are you...
You get to tour with
where
it,
do you
or is
go?
it just for the sites?
Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of open-ended, and we don't really have any solid plans. But we would love to play a show or two, maybe. And I think definitely making more music will be happening now that we kind of have this established, and it has gotten a lot of great feedback so far. And I think people like it, and we definitely just enjoyed making it. So I think we'll definitely at least make more music. Touring, probably not. Honestly, we both just have our touring commitments already. But maybe a show. I don't know.
Right on. Well, we're talking to Josiah from All Right Years.
Yes.
He's also from Disciple.
Yep.
And they've got a brand new song right now on RadioU. So, hey, anything else that we should know about before I hang up on you?
Oh man, well, it's like I said, it's a funny time, as we all know. No tour. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say. So, how are you passing the time? Are you just locked in that little room there?
This is it. Yeah, this is my entire world. I sleep right there, and
It's all in the one room.
Yeah, no, it's honestly been. For whatever reason, I've been able to stay super busy with production and songwriting during this time and filling my schedule. I've got a couple albums that are in post-production right now. Fireflight has a new album that I just produced, and there's an independent band called The Midnight Wedding that's wrapping up right now. So I got some more people coming in this month, and so just kind of keeping stuff busy in the studio. Honestly, it's been a huge blessing. Super grateful that it hasn't come to a complete standstill. But yeah, that's kind of where I'm at, and just counting down the days till we can play some more shows and hoping people show up to them.
Well, I think that's what everybody loves about Disciple. You guys always do so many amazing shows, and so that seems to be the one that people have felt, at least in our industry, to not have you guys touring. Everybody's ready for you guys to go back out.
Oh, well, thanks for saying that. Sweet. Yeah, it's wild. It's the longest we've gone, ever without playing a show. So it's really wild. But we've got one in a couple weeks, a little outdoor festival in Indiana. We'll see how it goes. And we did a live stream here in Nashville a few weeks ago. That was really, really great. And we're doing another one of those in July. So, we're finding ways to keep putting stuff out there, but it is a strange time.
It is for sure.
It is. Well, Josiah, thanks so much for getting up and hanging with us this morning, and tell everybody in the room there that we said hello.
Absolutely, we'll do. Y'all hear
hello,
that?
the couch hello, the piano hello.
Hey, they will very much appreciate that.
I'm sure they will.
They're people too, right?
Yeah.
Hey, of course.
If you haven't heard it yet, this is the song that we've been talking about. It's called, it's from All Right Years, and it's called
Something I Can Dance To, and it features Josiah and then also Dane. If you're familiar from a band we play called Loyals, that's who's singing in this.
All right, sweet. So
Indeed.
You guys enjoy this. Remember, you can request it, you can vote for it, you can everything it. It's the All Right Years on the Riot.